right. I decided to come to England first of all because I have a little children which are 8 years old. His name is Joel, and he's got some kind of problems as autism child. He needs special care school. He's living now in another caravan I have near Newbury, in the farm Newbury, because my wife she lives there at the moment. My wife she comes from very old tradition Italian circus family. But she's a very good artist, but she doesn't work now because she's taking care of the children. And my daughter she's 14. She likes circus, of course, but now she prefer to study. I'll be glad if she's finished her school. She has time to become an artist. So my decision was to let the circus in my father-in-law's hands. He moved the circus, and I said I'm gonna go and have a job in England so I can put my children in the school, special care school in England, to let my wife in a steady place, and she could take care of my son, children, and I could have a job as I do here. That was my decision to do, and I took it, and I was right, because since I came to England, my children is progressing very much. It's going very well, and let's see in the future what he decided to be. But I'm pretty sure that they will join the circus one day. Once you're parent of some kind of children like that, you're learning a lot through their eyes. Because now I learn when I see a child in the circus, when they come in the show, even in the show, they come near me. I see children and I see through their eyes they have autism. I learn, it's amazing the way they look. You can see they know you know.
Well, my mom's the one that got me into trapeze in the first place. She started taking classes with Cycropia, the aerial dance troupe in the city near us, and brought me along. So that's how I got into that.
Yeah, you can't do something like this for ages and ages and ages. Your body will wear out eventually. I'm hoping I've still got a good long while ahead of me, and I'm really just starting out on the swinging trapeze, so I expect to be doing this for a good long while. But my coach, Ann Dorwin, who taught me this, she has this saying of, do you want to go into your box when they put you in the ground? Do you want to go in there looking perfect? Do you want to be pristine and perfect, or do you want to go in there looking like someone who has used their body to their fullest potential and has, used life as much as you can? I feel like my body is a resource, and it's one to be used, and it's one that will one day run out, and that's something that I'm okay with. It'll suck to not be able to go up there anymore, but it's something. But that fear isn't going to stop me from doing it now. This fall is something that I had hoped I would never see, which was probably a bit naive. In the back of my head, I know can happen, but I'd kind of managed to make myself forget about the possibility that you can fall and hurt yourself or fall and die, and there it was in front of me, like, happening, and it was making me confront the reality of the possibility that my career might end in a fall. I hope not, knock on wood, but it made me realize that, and that was scary. Also, it was not really knowing what to do, because I wanted to try to help her, but obviously I couldn't, because we're the only ones there then on stage, and we needed to do something to take the audience's attention off of the fact that she just fell. So we're all four of us were all freaked out, but we're having to try to distract the audience so they're not freaked out. That was our job. Well, the ring boys got her out of the ring. We had to, jump up and start doing something to take their attention away from what was going on in the middle. And that was a really hard thing to do. I mean, you can be blasé about it and say, oh yeah, it could happen at any time and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's kind of how I'd been about it until I actually saw somebody fall. And then it was like, okay, no, this actually is a reality. And it made me ask myself, okay, is this a risk that I'm willing to take? When I'm on a lunge line, I'm much, much safer. There could be a rigging malfunction, knock on wood, but there's very little chance that you're going to fall and hurt yourself. She's going to be okay, which is great. She's going to be back up there in a few weeks, and so it was really lucky, actually, that it ended up as it did. I mean, obviously, it would have been better if she had never fallen, but considering the circumstances, it turned out better than it could have.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zippo Circus 2009!
Why do I do what I do? Because it's fun. It's what I am meant to do. Because I've never felt like I do when I'm doing this. I've never felt that doing anything else. I've worked in a theater before. I've worked with my dad on his field, and I've worked with my mom doing rock climbing and doing candle making, and I've done lots of other little things, and nothing makes me feel like working in a circus and doing trapeze. It has its ups and downs, and there are times when I'm sitting here going, why am I here? Why am I doing this? And then there are other times where it's so clear to me that it's like, oh, okay.
My future has been decided already, because I know nobody can decide his future. So I'm gonna live 50 years more. I'm gonna live, I don't know, whatever God's gonna take me away. I regret. I'll be happy. But I think it's the best decision I ever done to quit my flying trapeze to become a clown. First, because I have some good plans to join as a performer for children, especially on my kind of children, my own son, for artistic children's, going for charity on these hospitals, and they do a free show the whole year long, working for free for these children. This is my new adventure is going to be in the future. Nothing goes through my mind more than the health of my son. If he keeps progressing the way he does now, it's the best gift I could ever have.